back to Red Glasses Talks. The focus today is, the topic today is, be priority driven. And Matthew 22, 37 to 39, Jesus says, here are the most important priorities. Love the Lord your God with all your heart, mind, soul, and strength. The second commandment is likened to the first. You love your neighbors, you love yourself. So over the last weeks, we've been working out of and through these four commitments that come out of Matthew 22, 37 to 39. And we're in particular now talking and focused on parenting as one of those key priorities and looking at some of the essentials in parenting, and in particular for fathers, for dads. So Matthew 22, 37 to 39, basically, as it focuses on fathers, I believe it says this. Dad, first of all, the first thing you've got to have, the first essential, is you have to have an authentic relationship with Jesus Christ. Is he in your life? Do you know for sure he's in your life? You say, well, I go to church. That ain't making you a Christian necessarily. You go to church once you come to know Christ, or if you're seeking to come into a relationship with him. So again, is he in your life? And are you developing and growing and maturing in that relationship with the Lord? Do your children see you making Jesus a priority in all the areas of your life? And so therefore, underneath that in your own relationship with him, the question that occurs to me is this: are you helping your children come into a relationship with Jesus Christ? Have you sat and explained to them who Jesus is, what he did for them on the cross, why he did it, why they need it, and how they can get it? I remember years ago sitting at the beach during vacation time, and my daughter was 3 years old, and I explained very simply who Jesus was and what he did, and she prayed to receive Christ. And to this day, she still goes back and remembers that conversation and having given her life to Christ. She didn't know very much about what that entailed at that time, but she had her start, and it was real. And not only that, Dad, you need to understand, and that's your responsibility, by the way, to share the gospel with your children. If we think, well, I'll just let them kind of figure it out themselves, no, that is not the way to go. You humbly, lovingly live it out yourself and talk with them and explain to them, have discussions with them that help them understand Jesus and how to make that relationship. But also, once you do that, it is your responsibility, Dad, to help your children mature and grow in their relationship with Jesus, to disciple them, to lay the basic fundamental groundwork for and foundation for their faith, which will last for eternity. That's your job. But a lot of dads don't do that because they themselves don't have that authentic relationship, or they themselves, if they do have Jesus in them, no one's ever discipled them to know how to do it with their children. So this is a big deal, a big deal. And now we go to essential number 3. Dad, love your wife. Love your wife. Love your children's mama. How you love and serve and respect your wife will deeply impact your children. Listen to this. How do kids, once they grow up, learn how to be a husband or a wife? How do they learn what parenting looks like? How do they know that? Well, they ought to learn it by what they see at home. And by the way, if you still have kids at home, what kind of model are your kids seeing? In particular, Dad, are your children seeing you love their mother, to love deeply their wife, your wife? I hope that's a reality in your life. So, question is, how would your kids say you treat their mom? You think about that.